Hello and welcome to Dad Got This. We're into the tough questions like, can I make a fantastic meal using my Dome 2 air fryer and their gold sync wireless thermometer? And why did the mushroom go to the doctor? Second one's easy. He had a spore back. I want to thank Typhur for sponsoring this video, and today we are going to make a quick and easy weeknight meal using the Dome 2 air fryer and their gold sync wireless thermometer that talk to each other. What are we going to make? We're going to make a double cut thick pork chop with a mushroom gravy. Let's get going. First thing we're going to do is set this to air fry and 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Let it preheat for a few minutes. To a bowl, add about 16 ounces, about a pound of sliced mushrooms. Coat them in some avocado oil. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of dad dust. Dad dust is 50% granulated onion, 50% granulated garlic. Splash of MSG. A little bit of herbs de Provence. You can use any herb you want. Just something to give it a nice herby taste. Now just kind of give them a mix. You want to kind of get that oil to coat everybody. You want them nice and coated. That'll do. And now we're going to pop them in the air fryer. They're going to go for about 20 minutes with a toss halfway through. What I have here is a 1.3 pound double cut aged pork chop. These things are awesome. I get them from Wild Fork. Thank you, Wild Fork. Let's go ahead and pat it dry. I always try to pat the meat dry when it comes out of those vac sealed packages. That is a beautiful looking chop. It might even be too tall for that, but we'll make it work. While these mushrooms are cooking, we're gonna go ahead and season this with a little bit of salt, tiny bit of pepper, a little bit of dad dust, and a little bit of our herbs de Provence. We're gonna let this sit out at room temp while these are cooking. We're gonna whip up a quick gravy.
Set a pan over medium heat and add 3 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt and begin to foam. Add in 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and whisk vigorously. I had to add an extra tablespoon of butter because I was heavy-handed with the flour. Cook that for about 5 minutes and then add in 2 cups of a good beef broth. Whisk until thoroughly combined and simmer it for another 5 minutes. Now, add in 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire or wash your sister or whatever you want to call it sauce. Whisk and simmer for 1 to 2 minutes. Lastly, add in 1 tablespoon of honey mustard. I'm mixing it in with some broth so it mixes in easier. And whisk until combined.
Mushrooms are done. Oh, and they look fantastic. They are just gonna go right in here. That air frying and roasting is going to add a lovely flavor to them. We're just going to set these over low heat, let them simmer a little bit. The mushrooms will absorb some of that moisture. It'll reduce a little bit, probably 10 minutes. And now I'm going to use my Typhur Gold Sync wireless thermometer here. Set it right here in the middle, all the way down. I want to repreheat this and I want to take out that little piece in the middle because we want to cook this right on the bottom. I removed the middle part and I gave it a wipe down. We're going to let this preheat at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 5 or 6 minutes. At this point, I'm going to put a little bit of avocado oil down because I want to get some really good browning, and that was going to help with it. Now that it's preheated, we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. We're gonna open up the Typhur app. We're gonna go to air fry, 400. We're gonna click on that little button that says use timer. We're gonna get use probe.
And we're going to set it for 145 Fahrenheit.
And that's it. We're set up. Start. Place the food in. Give it a real nice press. We are cooking. We are at the 5-minute mark, and I'm gonna do a flip. I just got an alert that our remaining cook time estimate is now available. It says it's gonna take about 35 minutes. Not bad. I'm gonna keep flipping these like every 5 minutes for even cooking and really get some good browning on them. And that, folks, means she's ready, but it has to rest. Let's at least take a look at it. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. Now there are some juices that built up in here, and I'm not gonna let them go to waste. I'm gonna go pour them in my gravy. I'm not sure if it's appropriate to call a pork chop breathtaking, but that is gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, we need to let this rest for at least 5 minutes. Let's cut into this bad boy. You have done your job. And I'm just gonna run it down the bone. Ooh, that looks good. And there are my fibers, so we're gonna go this way. It's about as perfectly cooked a pork chop as you can get, but we have gravy. Let's try it. Yeah. Oh man. That is fantastic. Perfectly cooked, nice and juicy. That gravy is amazing. Combining the probe with the Dome 2 made it really easy. And this is a super thick piece of meat, which can be tough to nail the correct cook on. If you'd like this recipe, it's gonna be up on my website, dadgotthis.com. If you want more information on any of these products, links in the description. I'd really appreciate if you use them. There are affiliate links, they do help me out. If you are enjoying this content, please do the likey subscribe thing. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. If you really want to help me out, consider becoming a member. You get 24-hour early access to videos. Sometimes you get extended members cut videos, producer credits, shout outs, all kinds of fun stuff. But if you can't, just subscribing would really help me out. With all that out of the way, I guess there's only one question left to answer. How did the hog write its novel? With a pig pen. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, cook fantastic pork chops, but one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye.
This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support, and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on.